Caruthersville is the most populous city and county seat of Penobscot County, located along the Mississippi River in the boot heel of southeastern Missouri in the United States.
Okay, my name is Ara Hayes, and I live at 1641 East 19th Street, Caruthersville, Missouri. And I'm the one that was in the trailer when the tornado came. And I got tossed like a salad, I always said.
It's funny how your life can change in the blink of an eye. How people don't appreciate the little things in life. How fast you see who your friends are. How your whole outlook on life can change in a split second. How one moment you're planning your spring break and the next moment you're searching for a place to live. How you just went shopping Saturday for new clothes and the next moment you only had the clothes on your back. How places that have been there your whole life are just gone. It's funny.
During the night of Sunday, April 2nd, 2006, 60% of Caruthersville, Missouri was severely damaged or destroyed by a string of tornadoes. At least one person was confirmed killed and as many as 1,500 people were displaced by the storm, which struck the southwest side of the city. Within city limits, electricity and water services were disabled. Several churches, landmarks, and schools were destroyed or severely damaged, including Caruthersville Municipal Airport, high school, and middle school. Currently, the high school is holding classes in makeshift FEMA trailers. Structural engineers hired by the Caruthersville School District certified the 80-year-old building as unsafe and unsalvageable. However, the insurance company will not pay to replace the building, only repair it. Negotiations between the two parties are at a standstill. In an effort to raise funds needed to replace the school, in November 2006, the Caruthersville City School District put a bond issue on the ballot to build a new high school. The bond, which was 85 cents per $100 assessed, was narrowly defeated by a vote of 827 to 631. Some residents assumed that the insurance company would pay for the school. Others simply could not afford the tax increase. So now this small community in the heartland of America is facing a catch-22. It cannot burden its population with the tax to replace the school, yet the insurance will not cover the cost. The high school students are expected to hold classes in the trailers for several years.
Caruthersville went through this horrible situation with a tornado coming through it, which ended up catching our notice because we saw hundreds of comments coming in a time when we hadn't seen any coming in before. And after that, it died down for a while, but then it came back up, and it's still one of the top towns across the U.S. for folks commenting and participating in topics. And we thought it'd be really interesting to actually go out there and find out what people were doing and what it was like in Caruthersville, since it's one of the top communities on topics.
We have good teachers, but the circumstances, the learning environment is just not what it should be to prepare these kids for the future. They're not being challenged to the extent that they need to be, and it's very difficult to understand the circumstances that the district's having with the insurance and reaching a settlement. But those things happen, and I don't think it's fair to the kids or the teachers to have to be in that kind of an environment with a question mark. How long? Anybody can endure something for a temporary period of time, but if we could start building the new school tomorrow, we're looking at 18 months. So a lot of those kids out there will never know what a traditional high school is all about, and it's very it's shameful. Shameful, because what kind of unity and what kind of can you develop among those, in camaraderie among those youngsters when they're having to go from a trailer pod to a trailer pod rather than sharing their high school experiences in a traditional high school? And I think the kids have tried to be upbeat about it and have tried to deal with it and try to keep a sense of pride, but day after day in that kind of an environment, let alone the teachers dealing with that, It's got to be depressing.
Morale has changed since we have been here, just of the physical conditions of the campus. The students are traveling from building to building outside in open conditions, and whenever the weather is bad, that usually causes a huge problem for students getting from class to class. We often have to hold our classes just because of heavy rain or cold temperatures. We also don't have any lockers. We weren't able to fit those into the physical campus, and students are required to keep their backpack. We have some books that were purchased because we lost all of our textbooks. So they stay in the classroom, and then they have a copy of a textbook at home. So the students actually having their books and their materials has become a very big issue. Physical conditions of teaching. The rooms, for the most part, the FEMA trailers are smaller. They are used and somewhat damaged.
It's an interesting school. I mean, there's a lot of diversity, but this past year has been crazy. We've been in all these trailers, and we haven't been able to have home football games. We had to play our home football games at our rival's field 5 miles away from here. So, but it's a decent school. It's a really good learning environment. It's just everything that's happened in the last year or so with the tornado.
My name is Brendan Miller, and I'm currently a junior at CHS. This is a letter to the editor I wrote in support of the bond issue for a new high school. On behalf of myself, fellow classmates, and future students of Caruthersville High School, I believe the construction of a new high school is a very important priority of the reconstruction of our town. Students deserve to be educated in a comfortable learning environment, not makeshift trailers. Yes, we take pride in our double wide and are striving to make the best of our circumstance, but we're missing out on a great deal of opportunities that are available to us in a modern school. A new and improved school building could possibly boost the morale of the students in our community as well as other members in our community. Since the devastation of the April 2nd, 2006 tornado, our community has lost a number of members and also a number of prospective members. A new high school could possibly attract new families to our area. When considering the reconstruction of a new high school, the best interests of our community should also be considered. Sometimes, in order to get the best outcome of an unfavorable situation, we have to make sacrifices.
I was from the high school.